home of the High Level Pro Boxing Media, the Fighters Channel, the Trainers Channel, the People's Channel. What's going on in this beautiful Saturday afternoon? Hopefully everybody's having a great day. Please go out your way, smash the like button to improve the visibility of the show. We have a great show this evening, and some great news. Um, Coach Kenny Ellis and Coach Calvin, I spoke to them, and Frank Martin. It's official, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Martin and Gervonta Davis in June, early or spring. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section about the actual news. I know a lot of people, a lot of reporters, Michael Benson spoke upon it, but I just don't like to speak upon things when I know it's not official. I will cover it though, because this is what we do over here, right? We cover it all, right? You got the best boxing show, Romelo. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. We're going to be also having special guest, former champion Mickey Bey, getting his thoughts on the matchup stylistically, and also, what this fight can also produce, and does the stigma go away with Gervonta Davis when it comes down to he hasn't fought anybody that's black. He hasn't fought anybody that's darker than him. He hasn't fought it. He only fights flat-footed Mexican fighters. Let me tell you something. Frank Martin, another southpaw, which makes things a little bit tricky. Great, great, great footwork, which is probably one of the most underrated footworks in the game of boxing. I believe nobody talks about his footwork, not that much. Honestly, not a lot of people speak upon it. We're also going to be having Greg Hackett later on as well, right after Mickey Bey, and getting his thoughts as well. And then later on tonight, we're going to be having after the fights with Edgar Berlanga and McCory, and can't forget about Andy Cruz on that card as well. We're going to be having Coach Kenny Ellis speak, hear from the horse's mouth as well. Speaking upon the matchup with, Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin. And when I talked to Kenny today, he's like, listen, Mills, I was looking at Frank because he got the call last night and it was official. Last night they got the call saying Frank Martin is the guy, that he signed the papers. It's going down. He goes and studies him right away and tells me, yo, Mills, we're going to knock Frank Martin out. And I'm going to tell you how. You know what I mean? Claremore Rain in the building. Salute to Claremore Rain in the building. Stephen Josue, what's going on? What's going on? Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button. We're going to have a great segment today. Claremore Rain, we're going to be opening up the phone lines real shortly as soon as we finish the Mickey Bey interview. And we're going to also have those phone lines available for all the callers as well. So you guys can speak to Mickey Bey herself, ask him questions, debate, talk that boxing talk that you guys love to do. You know what I mean? And let's enjoy this beautiful Saturday. All right? So, nevertheless, two undefeated fighters. Obviously, Frank Martin coming off of a controversial win, with Artem. I believe it was a super close fight. If he wasn't able to land that 12th round knockdown that Artem, he hit him with a body shot and Artem took a knee. I feel like Frank Martin would have been looking at an L right there. But politics do run the sport of boxing. The business comes before anything else. So they had some money behind this. Now, I want you guys to also, I want you guys to listen to an audio that I have done when I've done my interview with Frank Martin. And when I did my interview with Frank Martin, we spoke upon how was the Gervonta Tank Davis sparring match, and there was a certain things that I took into the conversation that it brought a lot of attention to my eyes. So I'm gonna bring that attention to y'all. And that being said, he said that he got called in for sparring to spar one of Tank's friends. They were supposed to go. They were supposed to go 6 and Frank stopped him in 4. Okay? Then one of Tank's peoples that was in the gym, and this is all happening in the Mayweather gym, all right? And Mayweather's in the gym as well. He's actually in the ring hyping it all up, all right? But the key thing that really caught my attention, right, is when he said that the Showtime crew was there. Interesting, huh, ladies and gentlemen? Interesting. And like I've been trying to say, when you have big money on the table, you wanna is that so that's the oldie but goodie. That's the oldie but goodie. And guess what? There was a sparring clip that Frank Martin spoke upon, and he said that that wasn't him. That he said that Coach Kenny said it was me, but that's not me. That whole dude was an orthodox fighter. I'm a southpaw. So hearing that the Showtime crew was there made it seem like, hey, they probably didn't plan on. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe this could be a coincidence. Maybe, but like I said, I always believe that boxing's about timing and strategy when it comes down to picking your opponents. That's an obvious. This is an art of warfare, and that's why this is a team. You have to have a team, you know. And positioning is very important, you know. So salute to everybody on the live as well. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Mickey Bey, he said he's ready, so we're gonna be tapping. He's gonna be tapping in right now. But my question to y'all is that do y'all think that this was something that was brewing with the Mayweathers? Do you think that this is something that the Mayweather team wanted, in Tank's career? And we all know that Tank, quote unquote, supposedly he left Mayweather Promotions, but in reality, there's a lot of Mayweather talk, right? A lot of there was a lot of buildup of certain fights, like for instance, right, the Ryan Garcia fight. Floyd was all over it. Floyd was around it. Yeah, I thought it was a Mayweather. I almost thought it was a Mayweather Promotions event. That's how much. All we needed was you know what I mean? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. We got right here the one and only former champion Mickey Bey in the building. What's going on, Mick? How you doing?
Oh man, what's up with you? Shit, just about to run a couple little errands. Gonna get it in with you real quick.
Ladies. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Show some love. Get into the polls as well. Did you smash the like button? The 3 dots into the corner will get you to the like button. Make sure you guys do that to improve the visibility of the show. So, listen, man, a lot of news has been going on, and I want to get your input in a lot of them. And I just talked to Coach Kenny Ellis and Calvin Ford, and that news with Frank Martin and Gervonta Tank Davis is the real deal. It's a go. So tell me, what you think about the matchup stylistically?
I think it's better than I think it's a good matchup. Like as far as if he ain't fighting like Shakur, Lomachenko, other than like them two right now at the weight, I'd have probably picked him third off the top of my head. That's probably who I would have picked after them. You got somebody that's elite. He got a winning mentality since he ain't lost, even though he ain't really fight. Frank haven't fought top competition, but he haven't lost. He's sturdy like Tank, like a little kind of like a little strong fighter
Durable.
that can box and durable and could bang, could punch too. So I think the build up would be pretty good. Um, I think it's the
Southpaw,
best match.
southpaw.
Yeah, yep, both southpaw. I think they both been in the ring before, right? Like
Yes.
spar.
Yes. We was actually speaking upon the interview I did with him and listening to several other interviews. Where so you weren't there in the Mayweather gym that night?
No, I wasn't there. Nope. No, I
Okay.
wasn't even there. But
I guess let me ask you a question, Mick. what I took from the interview, which caught my eye, is when Frank told me that the Showtime crew was there.
Oh, they was there when they sparred.
Yes,
Oh, okay, yeah, they
and no
probably
other
was.
cameras for YouTube got the Frank Martin sparring. Strictly Showtime crew, which
Oh, so they got.
obviously, which obviously, I'm pretty sure that PBC and Showtime, like that's PBC's content in reality.
Oh, so they got footage on it.
I feel like gearing up to the fight, all that old footage is going to be released to promote this fight more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They probably, Tank ain't gonna let him show if he was getting off and sparring, but they might show. They might show pictures or little action shots or something. But
Or clips, little clips of that they
I
were
mean, they
never
should.
able to release.
Yeah, they should. Shit, if I was Tank, if he did get off on Tank, shit, that's what they should show at the sale back.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just sparring, but to the general public, they might be like, damn, he getting off on him, so they might that might make them buy into it.
Before
So
before me talking about the sparring and all that, he said Frank told me that he landed the best shot in the gym. What do you when you hear that? Do you feel like it was more like oh oohs and ahs in the Mayweather gym once the shot got landed, or do you feel like it was like maybe the shot affected Tank and that's why it was the biggest shot? Like why you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's you never know. That could just be an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, really the only time you would really know if people was there, like whoever was there to see it. But it's just sparring, man. Like you could wake up, you could be up all night. Sparring don't really mean much to a lot of people. I know a lot of cats that don't really do too much in sparring. Tank kind of, from what I heard, kind of like that. Sparring ain't really. I'm sure he could put you out though if you want, but he ain't getting his glory in the gym, so you never know with that.
Mm. Mm. What do you think about the matchup itself, though? Like, obviously, you mentioned other fights that you would rather see. Obviously, you said this is the third on your list, but does it does it does it crosses the T's and dots the I's when it comes down to Tank Davis and people speaking upon the guys that he has been fighting and choosing to fight?
I think business wise, it probably easy to get done since they both with PBC, so that's easier for him and the
I'm
promoter.
more kind of like speaking upon the actual skills. To be real,
Oh, you
like
talking about skill wise?
people tend to say that Tank hasn't fought anybody um, darker than him, and that is flat footed.
Yeah, but see, that dude don't really fight. He don't even move around like that. Like he not. See, that's what I mean when I say you can't always look at he out of Earl Spence camp. I like Frank Martin. He seemed like a solid dude. Like with a good head on his shoulders, he's gonna come to fight. But like he don't really like he box and stuff, but he not like all right. For instance, Earl Spence. If you didn't see his color and you watched the fight, you wouldn't really know that he was so called the color he is. If you were going at it like that, you would be like, is he Mexican or what? Like who? It's kind of like his style is mixed. Like it ain't really. It's like black Mexican combined almost. But it matter who taught you and your color and styles is how did Mike Tyson fight? I mean, he was fast and stuff, but he was a fucking as aggressive as they come. So that's subjective, but I get what people saying, but that would be Devin Haney or Shakur if you talking like that. When you say that definition of that would be him fighting Devin Haney or Shakur. That's Frank gonna be right there. He not no dancer or no mover like that. He box, but he like a the guy that he fought, his last fight was more of a boxer than him, right? Whatever he
Artem?
was. Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? That dude kind of outboxed. He did the better boxing than Frank. So it really matters your style, like a color. I get what people saying. That's Shakur and Devin Haney. Like, all right, them two is just master boxers. We want to see if he can do that elite level. But I mean, the guy
But
that
if that
Frank
was the
fought,
case, but if that was the case, they would say those names, and they do say those names. But legitly, they're speaking upon. If you look at Tank's resume, he hasn't fought a black fighter.
yeah, but how many is it though? Anyway, like at that weight, it's only a couple that's really even good. Like that don't mean nothing. Tank gonna knock most of them out, if not all. Like any Shakur and Devin, the only ones you can say, all right, he can beat Tank and people, it'll make sense. But I don't care what color they is. If Tank hit him, ain't no color to no chin or no conscience. Shit, if you look at dude, I mean, yeah, you could say, I don't know what was he? What's his name? The guy that he knocked out. And what's his name? Garcia.
Hector,
Yeah, I mean, you could say Dominic. I mean, come on, whatever, man. Like it is what it is. He gonna sleep 98% of the guys he get in the ring with, regardless. But I ain't gonna lie, I like this Tank Frank Martin fight though. Like if it would have been Pitbull or even Rayo.
yeah, your mic is a little muffly. That's right.
Oh, you hear me?
Yeah, now it's way
My
clear.
bad. I had my finger on it. My fault.
Okay.
But I like this fight. Like even if I was like, I go on my way to see this fight. Some of them I'm like, I just watch the replay or just I already know what's gonna happen. I want to see this fight though, just because I do think Frank gonna land some good shots and make it a challenge. I don't see him just going, what it seemed like his mentality seemed like he seemed like a dog, like he gonna go in there and try to get his win. So but the only thing with Tank is, man, Tank got that neutralizer. Like he can be he could be down. The fight could look even, but man, Tank could land one. He got real power, like a Wilder, but way better skills. But he can hurt anybody that he touch. But Frank looked like he got some power too, and I ain't gonna lie, I get this one to pass. Like in my opinion, if I'm like, all right, pay-per-view, good fight, like yeah, I'll take this one because
Undefeated fighters.
yeah, and somebody's gonna come to win. We know he's gonna be in shape. They train hard. He out of Earl Spence camp, so we know he young, he getting the shot. His mentality, he ain't a punk. Um, he ain't scared of Tank. So I like the fight. So I can't complain about this one.
Who's
I
the
ain't want
best?
to see him in Pit Bull, so
Who's the better defensive fighter?
Tank,
Mm. Who's better on their feet?
Tank.
Mm. I don't want to talk about who punches harder.
Yeah. Tank better at everything in my opinion, but dude can do everything pretty well, not everything, but dude is a good fighter, Frank.
What about
Frank
physical
Martin.
strength?
Now I don't know about that. Maybe Frank. Maybe Frank. I might give him that. He looked or it's even. That one is up in the air. Frank looked strong from what he looked like. And Frank looked like he got some pop. So, I'm saying Tank, because Tank is just, I mean, no matter what people could say, Tank, cherry pick, this, whatever, Tank is a talented fighter. Real talented fighter. Like he got
He got
speed,
all the
power.
goods. He got all the goods.
Yeah, he got all the goods, man. He could turn it on. Like Tank is the truth. So it's hard to say that Frank is better at anything but physical strength. That he might, maybe. Frank looks strong. Like he looks sturdy. Like he can like he pretty strong. And he looked like he might can land and hurt. Let me think. I think he probably can beat everybody that Tank fought. I don't know about Ryan, who knows, but Other than that, I give him this his best opponent to date. Other than Ryan got the name, so I ain't gonna count him, but I don't know yet. But Frank is a solid opponent. That's a good matchup.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Getting into some of these comments with some of my members here. Salute, salute, champion. What's going on? What's going on, Jeffrey? Not a bad thing, but I take a different long shot A side from the skills. It's also a business from the way they give Cruz a fight to lose his potential. So anyway, right? Talk to me as far as this being a 50-50 fight, percentage wise, how do you have this fight?
Honestly, I'll say like 65-35, 70-30.
65-35.
Yeah, 70-30, 65-35.
All right, then. Where do you put Frank Martin as
For
far as
Tank.
talent is concerned when it comes down to Tank Davis's resume?
Oh, I think he did way at the top of Tank resume. One or two. As of now, going in, like him and Ryan, but like I say, Ryan got the name. I still got Pitbull pretty much up there. You got Pedraza when at the time he fought him, that was him to
You're
be
not big
that
on
young.
Barrios.
No, he was bigger, but the fashion that he won in, I say was impressive just because Barrios is a 47 pounder. But nah, not really. Like I don't think he was kind of tailor made. That was a good win. I give him that as credit though, because dude is a big dude. Bigger. Big cat. So
This, this,
um,
this is what I was trying to tell Shakur. I said, yo, is it really a duck if he's trying to get the Tank fight?
if who trying to get the Tank fight?
Frank.
Oh no, it ain't. I already knew that was why he didn't fight him.
No, I know. That's what
Yeah.
we spoke upon it, remember?
Yeah, I mean now he getting probably he gonna get like probably 10 times more money. At least close. So what did he say? You asked him that?
I don't think. Yeah, I asked him that. Yeah, he said that it would look so bad if he fights somebody worse. The only thing that would save him is if he's fighting Tank Davis.
Yeah.
That's
But
the only person.
yeah, 100. But that's what I ultimately want to see is Shakur versus Tank.
Mm.
That's who I want to see at that weight. You got what's his name? Lomachenko fighting Kambosos. I wouldn't mind seeing Lomachenko versus Tank either.
Me too.
So if he fight him next or Shakur, I think Shakur gonna probably be last on the list, but I would at least say, man, at least give us you versus the winner of that fight, the Lomachenko. Him and Lomachenko would be a great matchup. Like I'm talking about that's an amazing matchup. And it's crazy. The crazy thing is styles make fights. Like I think that he might have to be the only one that could stop Lomachenko, but at the same time, he might can beat Tank. So it's kind of like in the air. You never know how that fight I'll say is 50-50 or like 55-45. I get Tank to slight edge.
I got Tank with a body shot.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I think he might pack it in but if he don't, Shakur, I
And that's gonna
mean,
be huge to see. Never really been able to see Lomachenko ever hurt like that. Like we've seen
yeah,
him
like
dropped, we've seen him dropped, we've seen
yeah.
him scared, but we've never seen him like hurt.
No. I think Tank got the chance to,
Like you
yeah,
feel like the
to where he
Ukrainians
get
are feeling bad type
knocked out.
shit.
Yeah, because we see one thing that we do see is him and his teammate can't take body shots. Excellent fighters. I ain't gonna say Lomachenko can't take it because you can get hurt by a shot. But
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying
took it.
Usyk. But
He took
Usyk, we seen him down like 5-6 times to the body. People don't even really know that. and you know, two real great boxers though, like skill wise, discipline. I mean, they both the truth. Usyk and Lomachenko definitely two of the most skilled fighters in the game. Like I enjoy watching both of them cats can fight for real. Like, but Tank got that style to where it's like, man, he could be down, it could be closer, he could be losing. All of a sudden, you see Lomachenko down. It's one of them kind of fights. So I say at least fight him next. Like, don't go to no, you know, unless you go to 40 and fight Matias or something. You know, I don't think he gonna fight Shakur. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you know, I think Lomachenko probably will fight Shakur because they're
Why you
both
think? Why you think? Why you think he won't fight him? Because of the way he fought De Los
difficult
Santos.
style. No, just difficult style. That De Los Santos is an excuse people using. I don't think Tank gonna use it, but um, nah, dude, man, Shakur is just a difficult fighting dudes like him and Devin Haney. It's like if you like a manager or a promoter, I'm just being honest with you. Like as like if a dude just saying on the on competitive wise and as a fan, yeah, you could say yeah, Tank versus Shakur. But if you ain't trying to let your cash cow lose, for sure, you don't put him in there with Devin or Shakur. And I ain't saying that he ain't got a 50-50 fight, but I'm saying Tank is a cash cow. So, but eventually he need one of them fights, like eventually, because Tank, no matter what, win, lose, or draw, Tank gonna still be a cash cow. He like Canelo. He gonna be able to lose once, even if he lost to them. You know, everybody gonna want to see him fight because he got that eraser. He got the skills, and I mean, undefeated don't mean nothing. Like, you know, when it comes to certain fighters, like, I think it'd hurt
Like
more
Tyson.
if Shakur lost. I think it'd hurt more.
Now I can hear you way better.
My bad, I had my thumb over it again. But if Shakur lost, it'd hurt more than Tank, because Tank is even Devin losing, it'd hurt more because they just pure. It's like, you know, them dudes is just like guys that you watch fight that's pures. You know, even though they both people do over criticize those two because they be having good fights. Like, I mean, if you look at them, they both like a few years younger than Tank, you know, and they fought better opposition.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to say like, all right, they didn't have some good fights, man. Like if I could name some good fights that they both had, the only thing is, yeah, they might not have that knockout power yet. It might develop more as they getting a little more mature, but um, that ain't their style. But I mean, them dudes is both nasty. So getting past that obstacle and beating them cats is the thing. So just when it comes to straight skills, them two might be the best skilled fighters in boxing. Like all like no, if you went for pound skills, they'd be 1 and 2. Like, you know, you maybe could throw one more fight like an NUA maybe. Uh like maybe like let me see skill wise NUA. Um Yeah, shit, it'd be them three. Honestly, if you just said straight skills like
Mm.
Shakur, Devin, and NUA, probably if you talking about straight skills, then you know you got guys that's real good like Boots, Benavidez, Tank, you know, you got Lomachenko still in there, Usyk, Canelo, Bivol, you got better BS. You got some guys that's still dominant, but I'm saying hard as hell to beat all around. Like, you know, I think a lot of guys is hard to beat, but um a lot of guys hard to beat, but I'm saying like matchmaking wise, you ain't gonna really want to put your fighter in there with a guy like that. I just know the thought process on Tank. They ain't gonna him and Shakur, it would be at least 2025, maybe. But we ain't seeing. I don't think we seeing that this year.
Mm.
If
Mm.
not next year, it might be 2026. To be honest with you,
You think Tank and Frank Martin go the distance?
that's the only reason I want to see the fight because I think uh Martin can go the distance, but the sure bet with Tank is the knockout. That's the only problem. Like, the sure thing with Tank is, man, what he only been the distance, what, once or twice?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's really why I want to see the fight because I think that there's one dude that probably can go to 12 and give him a fight, but with Tank, man, he could hurt anybody. Like, you know, damn. I don't know, man. To be honest with you, I'm well when they put the date up and really once they put the date up, I'm gonna see. That's gonna be a good bet. Like, you're gonna be taking a gamble, but
It's gonna be a
I
gamble.
think the odds is gonna be higher than it normally is because Frank is durable. You could tell he real could take a shot, but that don't mean nothing. I mean, Roberto Duran, Floyd, anybody could take a shot, but everybody can be hurt. Any fighter can be hurt. So that don't mean you can't take a shot because you get knocked out or get hurt. That's a part of boxing. But Martin seemed like he can take a shot, like and a body shot. So I say if I had to, I think it'd go over. I'll put it to you like that.
Mm.
Distance, I don't know yet. Like, but if the over like at 10 or 9.5, yeah, I think so. I think it'd be like 11, 12 round if it's a stoppage.
Mm. It if so you're leaning towards Tank though.
What, winning the fight?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got Tank winning. Just cause, man, like I say, man, it's Tank is still nasty, man. Like, if you take his knockout power away, he still do a lot of good things in the ring. Like, he know what he doing in there. Like, that just kind of trump everything that he does. But
What do you think the pros and cons to both fighters?
um, I think I start with Frank from what I seen. This fight is kind of his first big thing, but it's a huge step up. Frank looked durable, great shape. Uh, he did so discipline enough with his defense. In the kind of like in the high guard wise, he not like fancy with it. He got the basics. He looked physically strong, game competitive fighter, and a dog. Like, not a fraud. He not a fraud at all, in my opinion. As far as you get a lot of guys that talk, talk, talk. I think he gonna really come in this and try to win and give it his best. I don't think that he a punk at all. Like, just his character. You, you know, was a solid fighter. And cons, I don't think he moved good. And I think he kind of, I ain't gonna say one dimensional, but it don't seem like he adapt that great. It seemed like he does what he does. Kind of like Earl Spence. What they can do is what they can do. But he got good little hand speed and power. He a good fighter. Tank, he got speed, power. He can counter. Um,
They could
he
both
can
counter. They both got that.
yeah, he can adapt. He could move. Tank can move. He can get on his feet and dance a little bit. Uh, mean, a good finisher, and the experience on the big stage. But Tank, he don't throw a lot of punches. Sometimes he wait too much for the perfect shot when it might not be there. Um, he
Do you
don't
think
really
we'll see
jab.
difference? Do you think we'll see the difference in these styles to get the win because these both of the fighters are that good? Like I don't. Do
Yeah,
you
they
think
gonna
that?
both have to.
Do you think that Tank is gonna just sit back and wait around? And do you think that Frank? Do you think he's gonna push the pace a little bit more than his other fights?
Nah, he ain't gonna push it more because he gonna be
So it's a
watching
chess
out for that
match.
power.
Chess
He gonna be
match with
watching out for
bombs.
because he gonna be watching out for the power. So he ain't gonna just come at Tank. He gonna have to test it out without the headgear. Cause sparring and fighting with the little gloves without the headgear is different. So
Oh, that.
I think it's a fight. It's a good fight though, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm gonna be, if it's in Vegas, I'm gonna go. I wouldn't travel for it, but if I'm gonna watch it no matter what live. I want to see it live just to see the outcome. I think Tank gonna win, but I want to see what outcome it's gonna be. Like, I mean, I think dude Mike can rock him. Like Frank, I think we might see him get rocked once or twice. Tank, but Tank, just like I told you before when we talked about him and Devin fighting. Yeah, Tank. See, you got to know when the fighter's destined too. So Tank is destined. So you got to fight against that too. Like, um, Frank got a lot to overcome though. It's a big stage.
Hmm. This is obviously no Ryan Garcia though. At the same time, what stable do you think? What fighter do you think got a better team to crack the code?
I mean, it's probably even. I mean, they brought Tank from the bottom up, so they had him since he was a baby. So
So they know they know each other better than anybody. Best
yeah, they
chemistry,
know each other.
probably better
Yeah, yup.
chemistry.
I mean, I think they both got good
Chemistry.
corners. I think it's gonna boil down to I ain't gonna say boil down to who best that night. I just think Tank is the better fighter, but Frank gonna have to overcome and over exceed to win this fight. Cause Tank is I mean if Tank is a hell of a fighter. Like, no matter what people think, as far as like, see, people only look at his knockouts, but Tank got skills.
Hmm.
Tank is a freak. Tank a freak. You got some fighters that's like a freak of nature. Tank a freak of nature.
Mm.
Yeah, that dude can get up in there and do some shit that impress you. Like, I just seen him do some stuff where I was impressed. Like, it's hard to impress me because I've been fucking watching Sugar Ray Robinson and all them since I was a kid. Like, Tank one of them dudes that Tank one of them dudes that he impressed me. Like, damn, all right, he just did some shit. I don't see that with too many fighters where I'm like, damn, that was nasty. Like, it's only like maybe like a good handful of fighters or two to where they can to where I'm like impressed. Like, damn, only he could pull that kind of shit off, and he do that. Like Tank, it's combinations and stuff. I didn't seen him throw, and I didn't seen him. Even when he fought Ryan, when you look at when he went up under a shot, and then he caught him and dropped him quick. He catch on to your mistakes, and you can't make him a lot with Tank because if you repeat the same mistake, he'd knock you out. I don't think
And that
people.
shot you're speaking upon, say if Ryan was even accurate, Tank was willing to take a shot to give that one too.
Oh yeah, definitely because he know that his shit gonna be way more effective. Tank know like, man, if mine land, it's a 90% chance that it's over with.
It's
So
Tank time.
yeah, like Tank, but then Tank got speed, so sometimes you don't see the shot, and that's what's dangerous about him is that he fast with it. So and his timing is good. So I left that out too. He got good timing, real good timing, because he I
And punch
mean,
play. I think his punch placement's just as good as his time.
yeah, man, yeah, Tank. Yeah, Tank shit. He might be the best. He might be the best in the game. Damn near it at landing that shot at the right time and making it
Oh,
count.
I almost heard he might be the best in the game.
Oh no, no,
Oh,
hell no, no. No. I don't think. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he could beat Tank or Shakur or Devin. Like, I get him to win over Tank. That's just my opinion. But I'm saying, see, I trained Devin. I worked with Shakur. and people, I ain't the biased cat when we talking boxing. So they gotta, Devin and Shakur fighting Tank. They could give him his props, but they can't do but so much. They can't give him but so much respect. But I'm speaking as a person, as a pretty much as a I ain't gonna say I'm speaking as like a commentator or a journalist right now. Like I'm saying Tank. If somebody say Tank they favorite fighter, then if he win the poll, if everybody put up Tank, Devin, Shakur, Canelo, and Tank won the poll, I wouldn't be mad at that.
I would do that poll if guys will just go out your way and press the like button. We got over 200 people on the live and 42 likes. Let's get these like ups. Let's get the likes up, guys. Press the three dots into the corner. It'll get you to the like button to improve the visibility of the show. If you enjoyed the show, press that like button for us to show some support, all right? So we can get a new
So
poll.
what I mean by that is Tank is Tank like a and I said this a while ago, and it's funny because everybody now people get what I'm saying, like a Mike Tyson. Like what I meant by that is he must see TV, Tank. Maybe out of anybody in the sport, to be real with you.
Yeah.
Like, so if the when I say this, it's a mix of casual fans and it's a mix of you only got but so many diehard boxing fans. So like a dude might be like, oh, Tank better than Canelo, Devin, Shakur. I ain't gonna sit and argue tooth and nail with him, even though I think Shakur and Devin both, I get them both the victory over him. But what I'm saying is, if somebody say, man, I think Tank could win, and this why, I'm gonna be like, all right, that's what it is, because them the three fights that we want to see, because all of them is winners and they all elite, great fighters. You could say they great even at this young stage for Shakur and Devin, that they great fighters, and Tank is a great fighter. So Tank might be like, if you was trying to get somebody into boxing, right? If you was trying to get somebody into boxing that casually or they never saw, you might want them to watch Tank over anybody. Like if they never seen the sport.
To like to fall in love with the sport.
Yeah. Like if you had to say watch 5 fights of this guy, that guy, he might be one of the top ones.
And does that make you the face? That could give you that face of boxing aura.
Yeah, no, he definitely
You know what I'm
Tank
saying?
can be like, see, Tank could be the face of boxing, like, as far as like, but the only thing is like, I think Devin and Shakur both.
Them goddamn Canelo numbers. That's what.
Yeah, like, see, I think that, like, as far as like, damn, you got a son that's boxing. Yeah, you'd rather them watch Shakur or Devin, because you like, I want them to get out. I got this is my son. I want them to fight without getting hit. And, you know what I mean? So it's like that. But when you really boil down to the casual fans, you would throw Boots, Tank, Better BF. I had somebody else in mind. Benavidez, people like that. Now, when you come to both, like, all right, I understand. I appreciate the science of it, and you're throwing Devin, Shakur. As long as you get them the right style matchups. Because they gotta, I mean, that's their style. Why would they not fight smart when, they only 24 and stuff like that? They want a long career like Mayweather. You gotta hit, not get hit, and fight smart. If you want to be around another 10, 15 years, you gotta fight smart. You ain't, you know, like, so
Yeah,
that's
but
their style.
you learn that upon yourself in your career. You're a puncher, you're not a puncher.
Yeah, like, and I'm sure they're gonna get a little more power, as they develop, because me and you know this, Mill, as far as where you at now and even where you was at 25, how much smarter and stronger you are. Like, you might have more energy a little bit at their age, but you get so much wiser past 30, 30 plus, that, you still, we look at 24, 25-year-olds as kids still. Like, you know how people say, oh, you call them a kid, like they just becoming an adult almost. So them cats are still developing. They not even developed yet. They barely growing facial hair like that. Like, they just now probably growing facial hair. So they ain't really like, and that ain't the insult. I'm just breaking the sport down to say these dudes probably only got, you don't gain that much power with boxing, but I'm saying they probably only about 70% of their strength right now, whether it's physical or power, but mainly physical. Like, it still got another 30, 40% to go when it come to that. Like, now them cats can, they could fight a mediocre fighter that's stronger than them, or that hit harder, because they still kind of like, you know, they still get maturing somewhat. So, but skill wise and energy and a IQ to be their age is what's, and that's where Tank is at right now. He getting there to where he already was a hell of a freakish strength and power, but it's gonna get dangerous now because he up there, around that range to where this next handful of years he gonna be, he gonna be he gonna have some brutal knock. He gonna have even more brutal knockouts.
Facts, facts. Getting into this super chat here. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you don't know how to like, if you can't see the like button, press the three dots into the corner. It'll get you to the like button. Also, become a member of Mill City Boxing. The link is in the comments. Support, support. Also, welcome to the super chat right here. OMAC, thank you for the $2. Odebeck versus Floyd. Who you got? Question mark. And does Joshua go the distance? I think he's talking about Joshua and Francis Ngannou. That's happening in a couple weeks. And he's talking about I think that's Floyd Kid Austin. Floyd Kid Schofield. Sorry.
Wait, Floyd versus who?
Odebeck.
Is that who he fighting?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who. I gotta check Otabek out.
Okay.
Is he good?
And he's all right. I mean, this is a step to get that William Cepeda
Well, I
fight.
can guess that they matching him to win, so it'd have to be an upset.
Yeah, yeah. This is the last one to get to that William Cepeda fight. So, but also that was a two-part question. Francis Ngannou and Joshua. Do you think that goes the distance?
Uh, nope.
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So, getting into some other news. Um, you know, oh, uh, do you know Floyd Schofield?
Yeah, yup, yup. Yeah, I
You know,
seen him in the gym. Yeah, he was in the gym. When I was training Devin, and I seen him work with Abdullah Mason, a couple other fighters. Good
okay,
little fighter.
okay, okay. Well, he called out Shakur Stevenson. Is that too soon, or is that right on
Man,
time?
listen, I ain't even entertaining that. He ain't serious about that.
No.
He ain't serious about that. He got to fight. I mean, at least say, like, I mean, you got some prospects you could
Shakur,
fight.
no, no. Shakur said go fight William Cepeda, the best 135 pounder at Golden Boy, and then come see me.
Yeah, I don't think he ready for Zepeda.
He not waiting for Cepeda either.
No, I said ready.
He's not ready for Cepeda either.
Nah, no, I don't think he don't need to rush into that yet.
Talk to me. Talk to me. What do you see? Talk to me. Why you feel that way? He's
Man,
not ready for
Zepeda.
William Cepeda.
Yeah, I forgot Zepeda could fight. I forgot about him in that way. He could fight. But dude is young. What he about? Barely 20 or something. Probably about 20 years old or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's talking about Odebrecht, the one that fought Raymond Ford. That's gonna fight Raymond Ford for
Oh,
the.
I got Ford winning. Ford a good fighter.
Yeah, that's
And
gonna be.
he
Yeah,
put
that's
his
gonna.
work in too. Yeah, I've been in the gym a lot with him too to see him work. He a good little fighter. He gonna be a good fighter.
He's gonna be champion for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
he win.
but yeah,
Matter of
like
fact, when do we fight tonight?
he don't fight on this card.
Oh, okay. Damn, I was gonna say shit.
Nah, I think it's next week.
I'm gonna have to check them odds out. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
Ford can
no,
go.
no. Odds favor Ford.
Oh, how heavy?
Not too heavy, but you know
Yeah, I think that's a good.
that's a good
Yeah,
way to
that's a
make
good.
some money for Americans right there. You know,
Yeah, I'm a watch dude though. Where dude from that he fighting?
I forget, but he's the real deal.
Oh, I gotta watch the guy because Ford, before, he worked hard. I seen him, been it, watched him work in the gym a lot. I
Mm-hmm.
think, matter of fact, I seen him spar with Keyshawn before, and
Mm.
he a lot smaller, so I was, kind of impressed with him
Mm.
getting in there, putting that kind of work in. But yeah, Ford definitely could fight.
Um, Getting into some new news. On the thumbnail, I put, do you believe now that the 168 division is overrated due to the fact that Canelo Alvarez is holding all the belts, making a circus out of boxing when running the circus, and in the same time, um, we got David Benavidez is now moving up to 175. He did say he would come back down to fight Canelo, but it seems to me he'll only come back down to fight Canelo. So at this point in time, is the 165 division, the super middleweight division, is it overrated?
I mean, it's still a solid weight, but I mean, we wanted to see what the. I mean, it's like having a menu with some good ass food, like lobster, steak, but you can't get that. You got to stay with the appetizers. We
Mm,
keep getting the appetizers. Like we know what the lobster and the steak is, and that's Benavidez versus Canelo, and we ain't getting it. We not getting that. So it's like it's obvious that he avoiding Benavidez, and that's the part where I'm like, why? Because Canelo is a great fighter. Win, lose, or draw, it is what it is. But I just don't think he want to lose to a Mexican for some reason. It's a lot of, but being a great fighter, you gotta be willing to go through that pressure the same way guys like Floyd did. I mean, he could have lost to a 22-year-old, which would have been embarrassing. Mayweather, and he gave him the shot. He was bigger, younger, but he said, know what, too young. He don't know enough. Told me that. Floyd, when he fought Canelo, he like, this little kid don't know enough. He only 22, 23. I'ma school his ass. And he was right. So to me, Canelo looked like they almost like, man, like it almost looked like they gonna have to pat Benavidez on the back and tell him, let him live, let him breathe, man. Just go to light heavyweight, man. We gonna, you gonna get that good money there. Just just go up so he don't look like he does. I don't know. It seemed like they kind of trying to.
think they gave him the bag at light heavy
Well,
to
he gonna get paid, but it look like they trying to like baby.
take
It look like
take off the
Canelo get.
steam.
It look like Canelo almost. They trying to do it behind the scenes where it don't look embarrassing. Like just go up, just holler at him, man. Tell him go up and wait. We get you this. But which you got to credit Benavidez for going up to fight the winner of the Better Viad fight in the Bivol Better Viad winner. Like he gonna take the fight. So I don't understand why Canelo.
That's the energy that they're speaking upon. That's where he's
Yeah,
going
and it
for the
seemed like they trying to
WBC.
ease that one. Like he gonna fight probably Munguia and then ease that one. Ease let that one like lull itself to sleep. Oh, he like heavyweight now. We ain't the same weight. So then it's like you can't even really talk about it now because it's like Benavidez shouldn't come back down after he go up. So um
Who wins that fight with Better Beef and Bevo?
I
Basically,
think
who
I think
who
Better
fights
Beef.
Benavidez?
I think Better Beef.
So we're gonna see Benavidez and Better Beef.
Yeah, yup. And that's gonna be a great fight. I think Benavidez might be the only one.
That's crazy.
I think Bivol got the shot. But if I had to say a winner, I'd say Better Beef and break him down. But I
Mm,
think Benavidez got the edge
Better Beef.
over Better Beef, and that's gonna make him, a giant.
Mm. What does that do for Bevo? Does that kind of put him like, if that happens, does it kind of put him under like under the shadows? I mean, yeah, you got that win over Canelo, but in the same time, nobody really gives him praise for it. I mean, yeah, he's after that win, people put him in the pound for pound list, but other than that, I mean, you lose to Better Beef, you out that list real quick.
Yeah, no, Bivol is nice though.
He's nice, but people didn't have him on the pound for pound list until he beat Canelo.
Nah, well, he got all of them belts and he been dominant. So,
He only got two belts. He unified the light
yeah,
heavyweight division.
yeah. But what I like about dudes like him is he ain't asking for the praise. That's the difference between a lot of them cats where he
True,
from.
true,
He
true.
just getting the work in, like
If it was an
him better.
American, they would have been crying. You're right.
Yeah, like he ain't asking for the praise. He just like, man, I want to see. I just want to prove that I'm the best. I just want to. They ain't scared to lose either. They willing to test themselves. Like they different than these American dudes nowadays.
Hmm.
All American dudes ain't like that, but I'm saying them dudes like Better BF and we got guys like that, but I'm saying it used to be like that for all dudes where we from in America. All everybody. I mean, that was the thing. Like, now it's like dudes is going around fighters and it might be one fighter they ducking.
Mm.
Like Canelo, he not a scary fighter, but it's one guy he ducking. And we know who that is. Like, see, you can't go off of, oh, look who I fought, look at my resume. Back in the day, that wasn't the problem. It's that who is there now, like that you need to be fighting. If you still in the game, is Benavidez. If you want to talk about being up there with the Chavez's and like the in my opinion the Salvador Sanchez and people like that. Ricardo Lopez might be little, but that he fought whoever was there, even Barrera Morales and Juan Manuel Marquez and all them. Like they fought everybody. They all fought whoever. You can't
Yeah,
put Canelo there if he don't fight Benavidez. Like, yeah, you could say he was great and he was like the Floyd Mayweather of the Mexico, like in the box office, but that still don't got nothing to do with saying he the best out of that country. Cause like he one of the best, he could fight his ass off, but it's clear that he ducking a Mexican American fighter, and that don't look good. And I'm just bringing up race in this because I know the Mexican I know kind of their culture. Like they want to show that they taking over that throne, that territory, and he letting the dude like Benavidez kind of like he looks shook. It just look crazy. Oh, you know what I was thinking too? Who I always leave out when we talk about Puerto Rico boxing. Damn, what's his name? He one of the best to me too. He fought Duran a few times.
Wilfredo
Who?
Benitez,
I already said him. Nah, earlier in his career. Damn, what's his?
Gomez,
Nah, not. I've named him too. Alfredo Gomez.
Camacho.
Nah, we named him. Even though he from the Bronx, so we can't really count him. Damn, what's his name?
Is
He
it? Is
beat
it?
he beat he beat Duran once. They fought 3 times. Somebody put it in the chat. I forgot, but I had to give him his credit because when we talk about Puerto Rico, he one of the top my favorites out of there all time. Top
It,
dog.
it wasn't Gomez.
Wilfredo Gomez? Nah, that ain't him. Hold on. Damn, what's his name? You talking about Gomez? He fought Salvador Sanchez. He was smaller. I'm talking about the darker dude. What's his name? He like damn, what's his name? He died, I think, kind of early.
All right, let's see. You said he fought Durant, right?
Yeah, they fought like 3 times. He beat Durant once. No, not Benitez. Somebody put Benitez. Nah. Yeah, Esteban de Jesus.
De
Thank you.
Jesus.
Yeah, I had to, since when you
Your
bring that
thumb
up,
must be on it
you
again.
got to put some respect on his name too.
I think your thumb's on the thing again.
Oh, my bad. We got to put some respect on Esteban de Jesus' name, because when we talk Puerto Rico boxing,
You
he's
got to give him credit
nasty.
for that win.
So I ain't want to leave that out, because
That's a big win. That's a big win.
yeah, yep. So I ain't want to leave him out, because we always talk about the cultures of Mexico, Puerto Rico, America, and whatever that Eastern Europe type, wherever that's all of that little Ukraine and where Better Biev and all them from, they got real good fighters too.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know where the like button is, 3 dots in the corner will get you to the like button. We got over 100 and something people saying that you guys press the like button. You guys are lying. Appreciate the ones that have smashed the like button though, definitely. Um, but nevertheless, you do have Joshua beating Ngannou.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yup.
And you said that goes
Yup.
to distance, right?
No, I think somebody getting if it's gonna be a knockout. And Gano got a puncher's chance, but I just think that style matchup. I think Fury took him light. They both kind of right there, both strong, dude. I think that the style kind of fit Joshua.
Mm.
But Joshua get hit a lot, so who knows? But yeah, I pick Joshua by knockout if I had to pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joshua by knockout. Let well, Mickey man, I know that you told me you only had a few minutes with us. I appreciate you for tapping in. Also, do you know anything about Edgar Berlanga? His fight this tonight. He's fighting McCory, the best 168-pounder from Ireland. He's undefeated. He says he has power. He says he's better than Jason Quigley. He said that he got the call before Quigley, but they chose Quigley first. Um, just hearing that, what goes through your mind that he got the call first? They go with Quigley that got knocked out by Boo Boo Andres that broke his jaw in the second round, and now they give him a call back. Why?
Who broke Boo Boo's jaw? This guy?
Boo Boo broke Quigley's jaw.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Quigley
don't,
goes
a
Quigley
dude could
goes
talk.
back in
Listen,
there and he goes fights Berlanga.
a dude could talk all day. Like that's the thing. I'm like, man, listen, to talk, all we gotta do is doing what we doing now. So he could say whatever, but I don't, Edgar. I think I'm gonna watch the dude more. I watch highlights, and I ain't like how I seen him throw his punches. I'm gonna just say that. It ain't look like dude could fight like that to me, but I gotta watch really some of his fights.
I think
But I
I,
think,
I I think Ireland hyped up Quigley more, like he had more of the skill.
yeah, Quigley was all right. He was doing
And this
good with
kid came into boxing. McCory came into boxing 20 years old.
Yeah, I think Edgar probably stopped him.
Is that is? Do you feel like is that the task? Is that the setup?
I'm gonna put
Is
it to
that
you
the
like
bet?
this:
Is
with
that
a
the
guy
bet?
like that, with a
Is
guy
that the
like that.
bet?
No, hold on. I was gonna tell you, man. I could watch him 5 minutes to see what to bet.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go watch him for 5 minutes. I watched him just like working out, and I'm like, oh, his punches look horrible.
Mm.
Like but I don't want to down him too much because I ain't see him. But watching his punches, but sometimes it could be a good thing if it's awkward, like. because you got Ricardo Mayorga that threw wild ass punches, but sometimes that'll knock a dude out. But to me, he looked like he brought in to get knocked out. I'm gonna be honest. It looked like they bringing it in to get Edgar. If Edgar do what I know he can do, he can get the knockout. Like I say, I worked with Edgar before. We only worked together. I was helping out Andre Rozier. I was his assistant. And I know if I had more time with him, he'd be knocking dudes like this out. That's just to be real, because I know sometimes fighters don't bring their ability out, or it take longer to bring their ability out. I just want him to show the ability that I know that he got. Like the ability that I know that he got, he could beat Munguia probably. That's with me knowing, like, all right, if I certain stuff to tighten up and do this, do that. He got the ability, is there. He just it's a little struggle coming out so far, but I think he might get the knockout tonight.
He's been screaming out superstar, superstar. When I interviewed McCory, he said that he's willing to test that chin of Edgar's, and then he mentioned he got knocked out by a junior middleweight, and I'm assuming I'm assuming he's talking about my man the Hammer. Erickson
Yeah,
Luke.
I give y'all 10 more minutes. There's a couple people in the chat telling me to stay. I give y'all 10 more minutes.
Right. So, talk to me. I mean, he spoke upon, that he looks at that sparring clip and believes that, he's a little chinny. And he says that everyone that goes in the ring with me um always says that I'm a harder puncher than what I look.
That's what dude said.
McCory, yeah.
Yeah, that could be true. I gotta watch him, so I ain't even going. That'll
He
be
says
kind of
Edgar has
ignorant.
a lot of holes in his game.
It'll be. I gotta watch, dude. I'm gonna watch him today before the fight. I just watched him working out, like his rhythm and me watching his rhythm and stuff like that. I'm like, he looked like I envisioned Edgar stopping him. But you sometimes you can't go off of even the past. Like dudes fluctuate fights. Sometimes you got fighters like that. Like even Tiafimo, when I was saying that dude, I kind of figured what's the name? He'd make him look bad his last fight.
Ortiz.
Yeah, he not a Tiafimo, not a consistent fighter. You get some of the best fighters that's kind of like that sometime, to where they look decent, then they look good. It's weird like that. But at this stage nowadays, where the money is there and everything, it's only your fault if you don't look good in the fight, because you know the money is there to provide the camp that you need.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you say, and that's why you see guys looking good all the time. Like you might, of course, one fight gonna be all, but I'm saying when you look at consistent fighters, if you if you're an elite fighter, you getting paid nowadays. Back in the day, it was great fighters that wasn't getting that much money, so they couldn't live boxing 24/7 like you can do now, or pay all this money for a training camp. Now these dudes could spend $100,000 or on the camp or more if they need to. To get
True.
all of the sparring in and this and that, and the eating and this and that, the diet and that's fairly new to boxing as far as all the information that's out there. So now, but I ain't gonna lie, I think now the lack of teachers in boxing
Mm-hmm.
and the lack of talent, like that dropped off in the last 10 plus years, 10 years, last 5 to 10 years, but because now a lot of fighters getting so much money, they getting lazy. Like they getting it as a prospect. They might become a millionaire before they even get a title. Like, so now it's good. I like to see the fighters eating and getting paid. But I'm saying as far as just the craft, it's making dudes scary and it's making them lazy. A lot of dudes is living like rappers more, but um, you know, but going off of
Mick, I know that your thumb's on the thing again.
Hold on. My bad. All right, it's off.
And we got the phone lines are now open for everybody. Um, Phone lines are now open on Instagram Live for everyone that's on YouTube. We got over 144 people on the YouTube channel. Become a member as well. The link is in the comments. We got over 80 likes.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real.
Talk.
Edgar need an impressive win. I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna give him that. Let me see. I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna set that bar for him. He need an impressive win.
Right. Even Gabe Rosado said the same thing. He's like, hey, if he has an impressive ring, I'll come back and I'll fight him. What do you think about that matchup? Do you think that is that a good fight? Does that boost anybody's stock? Is that just a payday for Gabe?
Nah.
It's
I'm gonna
like
say
what?
this though. Gabe, I don't know who the hell managed him or what. Man, he had one of the best managed careers I ever seen. Like, good, solid fighter, but I'm saying he done been in a million good fights. Yeah. But Gabe, he always come to fight. He still,
You
got
already
some.
know Gabe King of like what? Like he had like 15 chances and shit.
Yeah, but he gonna come in and try to win every time. I wouldn't want to see Edgar in with him because he a lot smaller and all of that. But nah. But I would like to see him in with, Gabe, one of them dudes you can throw in with. I ain't gonna say prospect because he ain't gonna want to do that because he didn't got a lot of big paydays. But I like to see him. See if a young fighter could take that kind of rough fight that's supposed to be on the way up. You put him in with a good young fighter and see what they can do. Like, because he gonna put him to the test.
Right. Right. Who do you favor in that fight with Edgar and Gabe Rosado?
Oh, Edgar, I favor Edgar. Like, he I mean, Rosario more like he like more of a 54-pounder, 60 tops. So he
Hmm.
too small, but you know, um,
It
for
just
one,
seems like a fight that you could tell that Berlanga's searching for the Puerto Rican fan base. He's always
yeah,
speaking upon the Puerto Rican people are behind me, the Puerto Rican people behind me. And I'm sure he does have a fan base of Puerto Rican people behind him. But you want that core. You want that the Miguel Cotto fan base.
yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
it's
I
a
don't. You
acceptable
can't.
fight.
I'm not gonna say you're gonna get the Tito Trinidad fan base because I don't think anybody gonna get that type of fan base. But at
Yeah,
least try to get like that Miguel Cotto fan base type of a deal.
that's gonna be hard too, though.
Super hard.
He probably can, but Cotto was, man, that dude was nasty. Like,
One of my
that's a
favorites.
hard bar to reach. I ain't saying that he can't do it.
Hmm. We got some callers here. We got some callers here. Make sure you guys want to call in. We are live on Instagram, live on Mill City Boxing, and we are live on YouTube
Yeah, I
with the
wanted to see Edgar and Munguia after, that's what I wanted to see. Edgar versus Munguia.
right. First caller, what's going on, my guy?
Chilling, man. Heard you talking about my boy Miguel Cotto, man.
Yay.
That was Miguel Cotto to me. He's in my top five because he wasn't scared. He always was going up against the best. Did the could and fought with his fucking heart out. Excuse my language. That's what I love about Miguel Cotto. We don't have a lot of fighters like that now. Right. A lot of fighters are picking and choosing, cherry picking, or outbidding themselves to fight. It's like, yo, go back to the old days. Like, and I was telling my boy about this. I said, yo, we need to bring the mandatories back to when if you don't want to do your mandatory, you get your belt took. Because it's like,
Yeah.
They're saving these champions for what? If they're not even doing what they're supposed to be doing when they get the fight they want.
See, that's what I was talking about. Jose Benavidez. Hopefully, they strip Canelo from that WBC title.
They should have been stripped him a long time ago. You see what they did to Terrence Crawford? Within 2 months, Terrence got his took. Why isn't Canelo getting his took? Canelo hasn't fought one mandatory yet. Come on now. But Canelo's the greatest. If you're the greatest, you're supposed to do your mandatory. Benavidez
Talk to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
chasing after you, and you don't want to fight them. You are offering you 50 million, 60 million, 30 million. You don't want that. You just want 100 million so you can get that money.
Yeah, shit. He gonna get 100 though on the back end. He'll make 100 plus.
No, I can say the only way he get 100 unless he fight Terrence Crawford.
He'll get 100 for Benavidez because on the back end. See, he gonna get 55. They were saying guaranteed, but when you add up the gate, the sponsors, and the pay-per-view, he gonna top that 100.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Versus Terrence Crawford.
You said who?
Terrence Crawford, Canelo versus Terrence Crawford. If that were to ever to happen.
Oh man, I think that's like 50-50. Terrence so big, but I mean Canelo's so big, but I think Terrence could squeak out a decision, but it's dangerous though. But I love to see it just to see if he could achieve something like that.
It's like we haven't seen Canelo fight an unorthodox fighter that can fight in two stances yet. And I noticed that about Canelo. Every fight I used to watch, he hasn't fought nobody that can switch from awkward to unorthodox.
We got a new caller on the live. Hamza in the building. What's going on, Hamza? We got Mickey Bey on the live. What's going on?
What's crack-a-lackin', baby boy?
Tú sabes, aquí trabajando. We here with Mickey Bey.
Yo, Mills, how you feel about this whole decision on Ryan Garcia and Devin trying to switch the venue to Las Vegas now?
I was shocked to hear Brooklyn in the beginning. I was happy.
No, it was in Vegas first. They switched it to
Oh, you're talking about they had it in Vegas first?
No, but dude, no, what the caller, you just said what we think about him trying to switch to Vegas?
Yeah, they're trying to.
No, they switched it from Vegas to Brooklyn.
Yeah, because Ryan's complaining now.
Because what? It was supposed to be in the T-Mobile, right?
Yeah, but see, they don't want to go up against Canelo fighting right after.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks.
So that don't, I mean, I would think
effect on the Canelo tickets, he said.
I'm gonna be real though. I don't think that affects too much because I think he got a completely different fan base, and if anybody knows anything about promotion, it's nice when you have one fight and then you got the banner inside the venue saying that this fight's gonna be premiering. So it's like all the billboards and stuff like that. So it could also work in your favor as well.
It's not gonna mess up the tickets and everything because Ryan got a big fan base. Devin got a big fan base. But I can see majority of Ryan's fan base don't want to see Ryan instead of Devin Haney.
What you think? What you think, Mick?
That's what I think. Man, I think that was definitely had Las Vegas written all over it. Devin versus Ryan. But I wouldn't go up against Canelo fighting close because most people that's paying for tickets, if it's in a 2-week span, because I think he gonna fight May 4th. If people got to decide what they gonna see, you don't even want to take. Neither one of them want to get even 50%.
It's more the money. It's about how much money you're gonna invest into boxing for a month.
Cause you gonna lose regardless. Even if the fight is big, you still gonna lose 50%. But the only thing is like, damn, New York is cool, but it's like that took a lot of luster out of it for some reason. I think they should have did it in LA at least. They both from the West Coast. I think it should have been in LA.
Go to LA. Out west. I'd rather fight out west than to fight out
east. But they don't want to compete even in LA. Everybody coming to Vegas. It's only a 3-hour drive. It's only a 3-hour drive. But yeah, I gotta get up out of here, man. Shit. If anything, we can tap back in tomorrow.
Sounds good, Mick. Appreciate you for tapping in with us.
Sure. I'll holler at you in a minute. All right.
Sounds good. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Hamza in the building. What's good? Let's talk boxing, baby.
How you feel about Benavidez moving up?
I love it. I love it.
I was talking to my
DJ
boy.
Rare, what's going on?
He said that Benavidez got the weight. You know how the weight is going to look good on Benavidez. Benavidez is a big boy. He can carry that weight. He cutting weight anyway at 168. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's cutting weight, but they running from the real monster, brother. They running. But the thing is, he's about to go see the real monster for that mandatory. Let's go get him. We go get him. Go line them all up. We ready. So he want all the smoke. So you think he can deal with Arthur eventually? Yes, he can deal with all them cats, brother. He got the firepower, the adrenaline, the willpower. He got all that. I give you that. But one thing I can say. Noise somewhere else because the longer you wait, you're gonna be on the shelf, bro. So he gotta stay active. You know what I mean? He gotta make a move. Exactly, and then I'm not gonna waste my time trying to chase after you. You gotta make a move. Line up whoever at 168. Now you got the. And then he can get the winner of Better Beers and Bivol.
GG. Salute.
And that's showtime right there.
DJ Rare, I'll hit you up on your inbox for sure, bro. I got you.
Remember, he got sparred against Bivol, so he already know how he fight. I want to see him actually. He done sparred against all them cats, man.
They said Rampage.
He get the winner of them two. Yo, but the thing was, this is the thing. Go ahead. I can't hear you. Oh, my fault. Even when David Benavidez's father said, he's like, yo, we're going to stay away from architecture. This is not the time yet.
Right.
So you got to remember. Nah, man, that was a couple days ago.
Salute.
Right now, we got to make noise now.
Salute to the professor, Claire Moraine. What's goody?
Can he take them body shots that Veteran be giving out? Veteran body shots be sounding like a shotgun hit somebody.
Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't find the like button, press the three dots into the corner. Diablo, Fanta, when someone's talking, you talk right over them. Coño.
I can't hear them. Nigga, I can't hear them. I gotta talk.
I can tell you probably talking into your phone.
Probably, man, because I'm trying to make a statement here. You dig?
Dale, make a statement. Let's get it. Dale.
I seen Better Be hurt before, man, and drugged. And this young cannon is coming. If he catching drug and he drug him, he gonna finish him. Yeah. But you gotta how you finish. But you gotta finish the game, man. It depends on who could take the punch from Arthur Benavidez. Because he's been known to hurt people and put people out. I think at 175, man. At 175, Benavidez is just gonna be too much, bro. Yeah, but I don't see Benavidez too much. The youth is gonna impose itself.
I can hear you, Claremore.
You can hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, family. Good afternoon to you. How y'all doing today?
You savage, chilly.
I'm good, baby boy. How you? Man, I'm good, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm good. I'm feeling good. What we talking about in here? We talking about Better Be. That's what's up,
well, we were talking about it, but I kind of want to switch topics because I want to get back into this Frank Martin and Tank Davis fight now that it's really going down.
Big topic, man. I think Frank Martin needs at least another 2 fights, man. Well, I think as far as Frank Martin, I think another 2 good fights. Well, I think at the end of the day, it's a little too late to talk about what he needs to do as far as fights are concerned. He got a fight on his hand right now with Tank Davis, and we need to figure out if this is a little too late, but in reality, 2 fights would have been good for him. Oh, 100%. Yeah, the Shakur fight I feel like him and Shakur and I'm sure, I'm sure that what you're saying was taken into consideration when this fight was put together. You heard? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Opportunities don't come when you're ready. They come when they're ready. Oh, yeah, no doubt. You got to take it. You got to run with it. They don't come every day. Them opportunities don't come every day, so you got to get ready to do the dance, you know?
I mean.
That's it. You better make lemonade. You better get ready to make lemonade. That's what time it is. You better make something. You better make something, baby. Yeah, and get some money too while you at it.
Ooh.
So yeah, there you go. Win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? You get knocked out, you still get paid. When he was supposed to fight Shakur, he wanted to get that bag. Yeah, but what this is about that. Well, this is chess, not checkers, right? It's not about the most competitive fight. It's about the most lucrative. And then we also got to remember that it's with that bag carrying at the moment, yeah. But then you got to say about this too. Just last year, what was Frank Martin saying? I'm waiting on Tank. I'm not waiting on no other fight. That's all Frank Martin was waiting for, Tank. He got it. He got his opportunity now. He got to rock with it.
That's why I told.
I got Tank stopping him. I like Frank Martin though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, right? So I see Tank, because this is one thing about Tank that y'all all can probably agree with me about. When they get late in the 6th, 7th round, that's when he get into that demon mode. He's like, all right, I got something for your ass. Yeah, I think Frank Martin has to him and Derek James have to strategize and be aware of their strengths and their weaknesses of themselves, as well as the strengths and the perceived weaknesses of Gervonta Tank Davis. And I say perceived because in all reality, Gervonta hasn't really shown any weakness for real. But that's a good word to use, my brother. Perceived. But what we got to understand is there are parts of Gervonta Tank Davis's fight where he hasn't shown the strength. He hasn't had to. So I think they need to focus on tapping into that conversation. Like, all right, well, we know what he does in this situation. I think Tank fights to the level of his opponent, man. You know, once that level go up, he go up. What weight are they fighting at? 135 or 140? It'll be 135. It'll be for the 135 for the WBA. WBA, yep. So I think that what Frank needs to do is he needs to put in rounds. He needs to take rounds, and his best opportunity to make this fight an honest fight, where Tank is not just taking advantage of him. He needs to get up on rounds, and he needs to force Tank. He needs to force Tank to come forward and have to win a knockout. He doesn't want to have Tank. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to have Tank. He doesn't want to be behind on rounds. By like the 6th, 7th round, he doesn't want to be in that situation. He wants to put Tank into that situation, and he wants to put it in a situation where his athleticism can become a weapon now. To where it's like, all right, now you got to come get me, and now maybe I can walk you into some things. But this is the thing, you gotta have to watch. You know what the perfect tape for him to watch? You gotta watch Isaac Cruz versus Tank. Remember, Tank was getting, but Isaac Cruz. Yeah, but Isaac Cruz was coming forward. Number one, number two, Tank had a hurt hand. So we don't know. I'm just saying for the pressure wise, that's what Frank Martin would need to do. Take that pressure. No. The pressure. That's gonna run into a knockout, brother. Yeah, Tank is used to the pressure. He knows how to deal with that. He loves the pressure. That's what he does everybody dirty at. He loves the pressure. What you gotta do is you gotta make him come forward. Frank Martin gotta be real. Frank Martin gotta be real tactical, man. Yes. He has to fight. He has to box this man, bro. And this is Frank Martin's first elite fighter he's going against ever. Yes. He can't be overconfident, but he can't be not confident too. But like you said, in that second half of that fight, that's where he's strongest. That second half of the fight is where he's strongest. No, he's not cocky. Because when I watch the interviews when he's talking about him sparring Tank, like, yeah, Tank got the pop. This is I'm a box Tank head off.
Well, now that you guys spoke upon that, I'm gonna play the interview that I had with Frank, so you can hear for himself. All right.
Yeah.
Show everything that I can do, you know. So once I do, everybody gonna be like, dang. Like my last fight with Revere, people ain't think I could box. You know what I mean? People thought like I'm gonna get out box, or I could box. You know what I mean? I could do whatever my opponent do. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna fight a person like off of their style. You know, like I fight accordingly to who I'm fighting style. And you know, with my coach,
whoever's outside, mute it.
So we're gonna have a great game plan. You know, so I can give it to a lot of these fighters however they come. Like, you know, my fights, I fight different. You know, you'll never see me fight the same.
Right.
I always, like, you know, I fight a little different. Like my last 4 or 5 fights, I done fought different.
Yeah. You're giving a different look to a lot of people, and which is impressive because everybody does their homework when they get the name on the table. So it's like if you get a different Frank Martin each time, now you got to be able to adapt to. All right, well he could do this, he could do that, but then next thing you know, you got another surprise for somebody. So that's good. That's dope. So if you had to rank like the top 5 guys, or maybe like the top 4. Like, who do you think they would be at your division?
And lightweight?
Yeah.
I say
in order.
In order?
Yeah.
I say Tank. I say Tank. We talking skills. I mean, we know Devin got the belts, but when we talking that real skill, like let's not talk the belts. I say Tank. I say me. I say Shakur, and then I say Devin.
I like it. I'm pretty sure you've seen Shakur's last performance. You believe that he beats Devin Haney?
I feel like that'd be a good fight.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be a good fight. That'd be a chess match. They both.
And speak about some of that sparring that you guys had up in the Mayweathers, man. I mean, I heard some great things. I heard everybody in the gym was saying, "Good job, Frank." It seems to me that it's hard to find sparring for Tank. Especially at the same weight class that he's at. He normally holds back a lot on a lot of these guys, especially these younger guys. So I kind of wanted to hear from the horse's mouth. Because, what Coach Kenny was telling me was that, he's seen the sparring. He wasn't there specifically, but said that, with 8-ounce gloves, he believes that Tank could have definitely hurt you in that.
I heard he said he's seen the sparring on YouTube or something like that. The sparring ain't on YouTube, so I don't know. I ain't never even seen the sparring.
Me neither.
You know what I mean? It's a video out of a guy on there, and I had a few people hit me up like asking me like, "This was you? That was good work or whatever it may be." Tank was whooping the dude's ass. You know what I'm talking about? But it wasn't me. The dude was a whole orthodox fighter. So dude wasn't me. But I heard that the coach I said he's seen a video on YouTube or something. Ain't no video out on YouTube. But Showtime was there when we did the sparring. So the crew. So it was good work. Tank got power. He more of an explosive and elusive fighter. Like you got to be on point because he coming with like that one shot. Like he really looking tying you with that one shot. But he got more than just that one shot.
Shout out to my guy Zab Judah in the building.
Like he good at that. He good at what he do when it comes to that one shot. So in the sparring, man, we was like it was back and forth. The sparring was back and forth, and I landed some big shots. He landed some good shots too. And the people in the gym, as far as the best shot in the gym, the people in the gym know when the best shot in the gym. So,
And I didn't even ask him that question. He just came and said it. And he said the whole Showtime crew was in the building. Man, oh man, oh man. What y'all thoughts on that?
Sparring is fun, bro. Go ahead. Sparring is fun. We're going to go to the real bad. Yep. All that go out the window. This is how I feel about it. I got to co-sign with my man here. What's your name, by the way? Hamza. What is it? Hamza. Okay, Hamza, what's up, man? Claymore Rain. Nice to meet you, brother. Yeah, for sure. I want to add to what you're saying because I think that's the number one important thing about that whole entire situation is it's sparring. Mm-hmm. Sparring, it's different. You go there and learn from each other,
So that's what you got. That's what you got out of it. That's all you got out of that.
Nah, you go to learn, he's seen a little bit what Tank can do, you know what I mean? He figured that he's explosive in one particular spot, but there's more to the Tank's bag, man. When you're in a real fight, it's a different dance, brother.
So, did you guys feel anything when it came down to him speaking upon Showtime cameras being there? Just happened to be there while that sparring match was going on.
Well, they was there. They probably picked up the wrong dude getting beat up. Somebody picked up the wrong dude getting beat up. He said he wasn't getting taxed like that.
Yeah. So Claremore, right?
I got a phone call that threw me off.
Now you good.
So look, at the end of the day, sparring is sparring, right? There's no strategy in it sometimes, especially in the story about how that sparring session got put together, that he wasn't even expecting it, that he came off the plane, he didn't even have his gear.
Nah, that's the Haney, that's the yeah, he didn't have the gear.
Right.
He borrowed Floyd's gear. You're right.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, we can't take that into consideration. If anything, I think that that Frank Martin might have gotten an understanding and he was able to gauge what he can do and what he shouldn't do against Tank Davis. How to approach the fight. He might have gauged, like when he said that he got that power. You know what I'm saying? And he got a lot more. So if anything, he knows to be cautious. He knows to take his time with Tank. And he knows that, and he has Derrick James. And Derrick James's input wasn't involved in that fight. Derrick James is also going to get an opportunity to break this fight down in the right way so that Frank Martin comes in with the best strategy to fight Tank. I think this is going to be a very competitive fight. I still think Tank wins, but I think people are sleeping if they think Tank's just going to run through the dude.
Right.
I think that Frank Martin has the athletic ability to execute a strategy that him and Derrick James comes up with. Yeah, we're going to see if even them 8-ounce and 10-ounce gloves affect different as them 16 ounces. 100%. We don't got to see it. I bet money that you know what I mean? It's gonna that dizziness is a problem with them 8 and 10 ounces. But the good thing is that, well, not the good thing, because we also have to factor in what is Gervonta going to do. I don't think Gervonta's going to approach this fight the way he fought a Leo Santa Cruz or the way he fought a Mario. He got another cut in there with who can move, who can dance, who can, wheel and deal with him. You know what I mean? So it ain't gonna be like I'm a rush to the segment real quick. I'm gonna, we're gonna figure each other out until it get on and pop. Right. I think that Gervonta's gonna have to make a decision as to whether or not he's willing to give up rounds or whether he's gonna take those rounds early. If he's gonna start fighting early, like when Terrence fought Errol Spence, he understood. I gotta start early. That's why he came out southpaw. He came out ready to take the fight. He wasn't gonna sit there and spend too much time processing data. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Gervonta's gonna do it, because that's normally how Gervonta operates. He'll give us the first 2 or 3 rounds just to, all right, I got what you about to do, and then he'll start moving.
Real rap.
See if he can take that shot. See if he's punching like that with them gloves, and then But is Frank gonna do that? Is Frank gonna give him that in the first couple rounds? Is Frank gonna try to touch him like that? Or is Frank as well gonna be like, I think it's
playing mind games with the power?
Right, 100%, man. He's gonna try to sucker him in. He's gonna. But we're gonna see now. We're gonna see what Tank has with. How old is Martin? He's 28. A young.
Oh, here we go, Zach.
He hasn't hit his prime yet, though.
Zach got to be in the comments, but he ain't trying to pop out. He said he can't do that with Haney.
Bring Haney, man. We got somebody for Haney.
Salute to Zab in the building.
Bring Haney. I'm gonna bring Zab out. I got somebody for Haney. It's on his ass.
Yo, Zab likes smoke, so you might have got his attention.
I like the smoke.
You might have got his attention. Like he's probably ordering a coffee and picking his cigar out right now.
You out there we got the worm on the hook. Like, go ahead. Yeah, the worm on the hook. I got somebody for him. He looking at him too, though.
He likes him. He likes him too. You know that.
My man. What's up, Zab? All good, baby boy. Yes, salute, Zab. Salute to the champ.
Salute to Super.
I think at the end of the day, though, this is going to be a fight that we want to see for off the strength that, Calvin Ford always says, Coach Calvin always says that Tank has so much that he hasn't shown the world. Yeah, man. He hasn't gotten that bag is special. Right. So I think Frank is the type of opponent that's going to make him go in that bag. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping. That Frank make him go in that bag. That's what I'm trying to see. My man called that. He gonna make Tank go in his bag. That's interesting. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. We want to see him go in the bag. We want to see the bulldog get tested.
Shout out to boxing, D1 boxing brief. Exactly. So he got beat up in front of the whole camera crew of Showtime. I can't wait to see this one now. Yo, so I don't know what happened, but I feel like all that content is going to be brought out for this particular fight. And I'm wondering like how they're gonna distribute that content out for this type of fight. Because remember, this is Amazon, right?
I think Frank gonna complete though.
You don't think it comes out at all?
I don't think the content comes out. Nope.
You think it comes out?
The story is hotter. Yeah, I think the story comes out because I'm gonna tell you like this.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing real quick though, right? If the quality of that footage is so dope and it's just a random Joe Smo on Twitter that releases it, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and I think it's gonna give a false narrative. Hey Mill, you gotta hunt it down, Mill. Hey Mill, you gotta hunt that content down, baby.
Yo, facts. Frank, Zab,
really Frank Martin or not?
Zab on the line says Frank going 9-9 round 9. I bandito.
I don't make it to the 12th round, man. I don't know, maybe deep water type deal.
Zab, that's the same thing Kenny said too. The same exact words.
I ain't gonna lie. I think he gets stopped, but I think it's gonna be competitive. Yeah, I think it'll be in the deeper waters, man. But this boxing thing is funny, so you never know. Yeah, like a friend of mine said, I keep saying it. Things change quickly in boxing.
You know what words? You know what words that he might? You know what words I think Frank's gonna eat? The part that he said, "I landed the best shot in the gym," or everybody know I landed the best shot in the gym. That clip right there is gonna. I bet you that Tank says something about that. Like, what about the best shot of the? What about the best shot now?
Right. You talking about the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Or like he be like, I landed the best shot in the real fight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think at some point in this fight, it's gonna turn into a dog fight. At some point, he's gonna have to Frank gonna have to see where his pedigree at for real with the bull.
Salute to the one and only Greg Hackett in the live. What's going on, Greg?
What's poppin'?
The incredible frog man. What up, baby boy?
What's going on, Hamza?
That's my boy right there, Greg Hackett. Salute, my brother.
What's the deal, Pop?
Yo, you can tell with that voice, you can tell, right?
What'd he say?
What'd you say, Hamza?
I said, that's my man right there, the general.
What's going on?
So we talking about all the hot topics in boxing right now. Like I hit you up earlier, and I said, that Kenny says that this fight's on and popping, and I wanted to see what your thoughts are with the Frank Martin and Tank Davis fight.
I mean, I like the fight because they giving Frank an opportunity to be great. At the same time, it's gonna be a tough task because we know that Tank is on a higher level. You know what I mean? Skill wise, opportunity wise, when it comes to being on the big stage, Frank ain't seen that big stage just yet. But Frank is a durable guy. Yeah, Frank is a durable guy, sharp guy. You know what I'm saying? He take his time. He can box a little bit. He can bang. You know what I mean? But this is a tough order. I like the fight though.
Percentage wise,
I mean, it's an 80-20. It's an 80-20 Tank.
That's wide. That's wide. Talk to me. Why you have it so wide?
I mean, it's 80-20 because we seen what Tank could do. We seen enough of Tank to know if you got him.
Hold
If
on,
you got
Hamza. Let him chop it up.
we seen enough of Tank where we know if you got him down on the cards, he can end up knocking you out. And we know he durable through 12 rounds. We seen Frank, but not in with a caliber like Tank. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so wide. You know what I mean? Frank is not a young man, but he's still young. He about 28, you know what I'm saying, almost 29, if he not 29. You know what I mean? And this is time, yes. But he's never been in there with a guy like, you know what I mean, Tank Davis in fight night. Sparring, yes, but not fight night.
Mm. Do you feel like that sparring that they had is kind of a reason why we get in the fight? You know, Frank Martin did say that when they did, tussle in the Mayweather gym, that the Showtime whole crew was in the building.
Yeah. I mean, that could play a part because it's a little bit of a story there, and we know some of them. Sometimes on each fighter's side, they're gonna push the narrative of who was getting over and shit like that. But at the end of the day, that can only give you a little feel. I mean, a small percentage of what you feel in there because sparring is any day. You know what I'm saying? But a fight we've been prepared for. You know what I mean? We know who we fighting. We know everything. So you know what I mean? I'm expecting to see a lot out of both fighters, but I don't think Frank got enough to beat a Tank Davis.
Does Frank get stopped?
I think I think if Frank gets stopped, it's gonna be in between 8 and 10. Between 8 and 10.
Getting in the deep waters, yep.
Yeah, he gonna have to Tank gonna have to wear him out. I mean, can he catch him with a good shot and hurt him? Yeah, that could always happen. But I think Frank is better than that to get going there and get caught. I mean, early and get knocked out. But I think he could get wore down mentally first and then physically, and then you know what I mean between 8 and 10.
Pros and
that tin insurance, is it going to be a topic? The tin insurance.
I mean, the chin always play a part. Always.
You know what I mean? Is Frank Martin has he been chin checked?
I mean, we seen him get hit a few times, but not by Tank Davis.
he seemed like in his last outing with Artem, he didn't feel too comfortable with some of those shots.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but he got past, he won, but I mean, you just never see. The thing is, you never know what's going through a guy's mind on fight night. You know what I mean, that's what plays the biggest part. Your mind. You know, are you there mentally? You know what I mean. And if you're not there mentally, then you can have an off night.
The nerves are gonna kick in.
Now, peep game, tell me your analysis of the pros and cons to this fight for both fighters, and then hit me with the keys to victory.
I mean, the pros and cons for Frank. The fact that we haven't the pros is we haven't seen enough of Frank, so we don't know what he can do entirely. You know what I mean? We don't know what he'll do under pressure. So he might sprout that night and come out there and you know what I mean, really do his thing. We don't know. But the cons is he hasn't been there. So with all the attention he's going to be receiving, you know what I'm saying, all the things that could get in the way, they definitely going to be getting in the way. It's going to be women hitting him up that he never talked to before. It's going to be reporters hitting him up he never talked to before. It's going to be sponsors coming out of nowhere wanting to sponsor him. It's going to be a lot of attention going on. So he got to just know how to stay away from all of that. Now for Tank, all Tank got to do is really be Tank. You know what I mean? We know he can box. To see Tank in there with a southpaw like Frank, that's the interesting part to me. They both southpaws. They both stocky. You know what I mean? They both got pretty good speed. Tank got great speed, but Frank got pretty good speed too. So it's interesting to see. I know that Frank is strong, but I'm interested to see if his power would give Tank the kind of trouble. Not saying that Frank is a big puncher, but I'm trying to see like, is his power gonna give him enough trouble where Tank respect him. You know what I'm saying? I want to know if Tank gonna respect him. If not, then he in a world of trouble. You know what I mean? And then keys to victory for Tank is to, go out there and stay sharp, be patient like you always do, and go ahead and land your shots. You know what I mean? For Frank Martin got to be damn near perfect.
He got to have a beautiful jab working. He got to pick his spots when he want to fight. You know what I'm saying? When he want to bang and when he want to box. He got to be perfect. I ain't gonna lie. He got to be perfect.
Fellas, I want you guys to get your questions off as well and thoughts.
Greg, I wish I'd have spoke before Greg. I would have sounded smart. Nah, because he broke it down perfectly, man. That's a good analysis. Yeah, that's. I mean, I would just be repeating what he said, man. I think that that Frank has his athleticism. He has to box and he has to fight and he has to pick when he does it. He can't let Tank force him to do something he doesn't want to do. He has to control that. He has to take rounds. He can't give up too many rounds. He wants to put Tank in a position to where he can maybe convince Tank that Tank needs a knockout to win the fight. And I think Greg said something really great earlier too when he said that what did he say? He said what did he say? He just said something that was I was really like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Frank is
he gonna have new girls that never called him before.
No, not that. No, something in the fight. The fact that Frank is gonna have to he's gonna have to his power. That's what it is. Frank is gonna have to get. He's gonna have to be really perfect to win. Right. Well, not that. Yes, that too. But we got to see if he can get the respect from Gervonta. He has to make Gervonta be like, all right, can't get that. I don't want to get hit all night like that. So make Tank think as much as you can make him think, and take rounds. You know what I mean? Take rounds. Take rounds. Don't go in there trying to overpressure him, trying to knock him out, or trying to like show. Don't do that. Take your rounds. Win it one round at a time. You know what I mean? And listen to your coach.
So Greg, right? My question to you is this fight coming on, right? We got Frank and we got Gervonta Tank Davis. I mean, we hear a lot of stigma upon Gervonta Tank Davis hasn't fought anybody darker than him. He hasn't fought a guy that's not flat footed. Is this fight for you? Does this check the dot the I's, cross the T's? Like, what does this fight in your eyes look like?
I mean, when you look at his record, it do make you wonder. When people brought that up, it did make me go, damn, you know what? I haven't seen him in there with another boxer that can bang, that can punch, that, with good speed, with reflexes, you know what I'm saying, agility, ability, you know what I mean? But that's not saying Spanish fighters or whoever he's been fighting doesn't have it. What it is, they've been putting guys in front of him that's going to end up in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Guys that he's going to be able to put his hands on. Now, Frank, to me, isn't the slickest guy. So it's not like it's a Shakur or something like that. But it is a guy who can kind of match his rhythm a little bit. You know what I mean? Who can read his rhythm a little bit. You know what I mean? If you've never been to a cookout, you won't understand. If you ain't never been to a dollar party, you won't understand. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. So it is interesting to see him and Frank Martin.
Do you think that is this a better intriguing fight than the Shakur and Frank versus the Tank? Were you able to hear that? Is this more of an intriguing fight as far as Frank Martin versus Tank versus Frank Martin versus Shakur, which was supposed to happen? And I think this is the reason why that Frank decided not to take the Shakur fight. Won't you agree?
Whenever you got a big puncher, it's always going to be intriguing, because what happens with the big punchers is they always go out bad when they go out. And I'm not saying this is Tank's time to go out, but it's always intriguing because we know he can punch, we know he'll knock you out, but what happens when he can't? You know what I mean? What happens when the punch isn't as effective? So it's always interesting when you get a puncher. And Shakur has an interesting style, but can be boring at times. You know what I mean? Guys don't want to see that. We want to see somebody get put out. So to see Tank and Frank in there, yeah, it's always going to be interesting.
Facts. Fellas?
Yeah, they don't like sensitive like that in the pros, man. They don't like them educated boxers like that. It's crazy because it's a science, you know what I mean? But that's what makes it more intriguing, that Tank has that equalizer, you know?
Do you guys have any questions with Greg upon this topic itself, as far as Frank and Tank is concerned?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Handle.
Go ahead, brother. All right. Well, Greg, I wanna
because Hamza's a genius. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, he sound like he a coach or something.
you know.
Yeah, he sound like he know what he's doing already. But I've been wanting to ask great questions before. So salute, by the way, Greg. Love your channel. My question is, do you think that Frank Martin has the athletic ability to execute what you spoke about earlier, as far as box when he wants to, fight when he wants to? Do you think he has the ability, as far as athleticism is concerned? Can he execute a plan like that, or is he just out of his league?
That's really the question. Is he out of his league? Because I do believe he has the ability, the skill set, you know what I mean, all the things that it takes. But when you in there with a I'm gonna say like a finer tuned car, like a real tuned up vehicle, you know what I mean, and we know he can do it all, and we haven't seen you do it all, you know what I mean, that is gonna be the question. I think he has it, but when you in there and everything is happening a little bit faster than what you used to, sometimes it don't come out. But then sometimes it does come out if you let the animal instincts take over. If you let the animal instincts take over, then it could happen.
Why do you think this fight's happening now?
Why do I think it's happening now? Yeah. I mean, because if you look at all the other matches that we want, right? We definitely not getting them right now, but they still need to give us good matches. And this is one of those matchups. It's not the ones we wanted, but it's like, damn, it's a good fight. You know what I mean? So this is why that fight is happening, because it's just a good fight.
You know, I feel like with anything that's great, there's always a lot of copycats, right? So I feel like when it comes to great matchmakings from different companies, there's gonna be a lot of copycats when deals don't go the right way, correct? Right? Because they're gonna be wondering, why is this matchmaker trying to put this together? What do they see now that annihilation starts going into film? Do you feel like that's a possibility when it comes to this fight as well?
No, none of these things that are getting put together are by accident. We signed the promotional company signed guys to fill in spots. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. Tank is the top guy over there at 135 at PBC, right?
So Tank wasn't forced to take this fight because Shakur was gonna get this fight.
No, it's not about being forced. The thing is, right? We need guys. We need guys to fill spots, because when we can't reach out to the other companies and make deals happen, we got to be able to make fights happen in the house. So, oh yeah, we got a guy, Frank Martin. He's pretty good. Come on, throw him in the ring. You get what I'm saying?
Ranked.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that.
Take his O before someone else takes his O. You know what I'm saying, Greg?
Exactly. It's not that. It's not so much of.
So I'm not necessarily saying like force. More like, yo, this is like, come on, man, this is the one right here. Pick him, because someone else is gonna pick him.
No, but it's not even about being picked. He's already put there for that. He's recruited and put there for that. He's not there to be a champion. He's there to be a guy we might need one night. Now, here's the thing. Frank Martin could say, fuck that. I'm gonna go in here and knock this guy out, or I'm gonna go in there and beat this guy. Now Frank Martin is the new guy. You know what I mean? That's how it happens. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not so much copycat, and it's just that we got to have guys in the stable just in case we can't get the fights we want to make.
Okay. Understand. Fellas, any more questions upon this topic per se?
Tag by knockout, brother. I would love to see Martin go at least 2 more fights before he run into that Tank.
All right, Hamza, you already said that though.
Yeah, but I'm saying it again. The brother gonna need, everything he can get, man, into that fight, brother.
Word up. So now, next topic. We got David Benavidez moved up to 175 to look and to get that WBC interim title to put pressure on the winner of Better Beef and Bevo. Talk to me about the move to 175 for David Benavidez, and do you like the move?
I mean, I like the move because that shows me that he's not hung up on fighting Canelo. You know what I mean? Canelo don't want to fight. All right, guess what? I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna fight the best in the next weight class. Him fighting Bivol or Better BF would be great for boxing, great for Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like he's going into a no man's land. This was a kid that once weighed 300 plus pounds. Now he's chopped down to 168, moving up to 175. I like this opportunity for him because he's still young.
How do you see his future at 175? And first of all, you had Better Beef beating Bivol. So if that's the case, how do you see Better Beef and Benavidez?
Better BF and Benavidez be a classic fight. The reason being because we already know Better BF is built for a tough. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know what Benavidez will look like at 75 yet, even though I believe he'll be great at 75. The thing is, I think the biggest part will be the age of Better BF by the time they fight. Better BF will probably be 40, 41 years old by the time they fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, will the age kick in, or will he be the same Better BF? And can he slow Benavidez down? What we haven't seen recently, what we haven't seen is Benavidez being taken in the deep waters and being slowed down. So if that happens in the fight, then I give it to Better BF. But if BF has problem with the speed, you know what I mean, and the length of Benavidez, then I could see Benavidez taking the fight.
And in order for that to happen, obviously, Better Beef would have to be doing a lot of body work against Benavidez to slow him down. I mean, do you see that happening with the hand speed of Benavidez?
I mean, the hand speed plays a part, but if he can't keep Better BF off him, then yeah, I could definitely see that happening. But also, Better BF is the guy that's gonna punch you in your shoulders. He gonna punch you in your chest. He gonna punch you in your forearms. He gonna hit you wherever he can hit you to slow you down. So you know, what I mean, that's what makes that fight really interesting.
How does he match up with Benavidez?
I mean, he matches up great. I mean, he bring a lot to the table, and he might be catching him at the right time because, like I said, that man would be 40, 41 years old by the time they fight if everything go right.
Is Benavidez too young?
No, I wouldn't say he's too young because he's one of them kids who he grasps onto what it is he need to do fast, and he understands making mistakes. He's made mistakes outside the ring that cost him inside the ring, and he understands like I got to really take this shit serious. So he's one of them mature guys. He's not immature. He's mature at his age. I think he 26, 27, something like that.
Yeah, 26.
Yeah, so he's very mature at his age.
Um, is the super middleweight division overrated now that he left and Canelo Alvarez has all the belts hostage and, like you say, he's running the circus?
No, it's not. It's not overrated because you still got David Morrell, you still got Jesse Hart, you still got Caleb Plant, you still got guys around that what I mean that can really make some noise. And the two divisions are close, so you can still make something happen.
What about Edgar Berlanga? What you think?
I think Edgar Berlanga is going to have to show us something tonight, and that'll let us know where he is. If he goes in there and he breaks the guy down, behind his jab and placing the shots and being smart, then I think we got a new Edgar Berlanga. But if he go in there with the same old song, trying to land a big shot and end up looking bad, or end up going the distance and not really looking too good, you know what I'm saying? I think he still need to hold his horses.
Mm. Yeah. So, they're speaking upon Gabe Rosado, him. Do you feel like if he has a great performance, knocks out McCory, uh, probably the Gabe Rosado might not happen. If he has a hard time with McCory, we could possibly see the Gabe Rosado happen. Do you think that fight should happen?
I think the fight happens either way because what happens is when you get in a ring with a guy like Gabe, you're going up against skills, you're going up against heart, you're going up against willpower, you're going up against craftiness. You know what I'm saying? He's a veteran. So what Gabe does for a guy like uh what's his name? My bad. For a guy like
Berlanga.
Berlanga, what he does for a guy like Berlanga is he teaches him. Even if he wins, he teaches Berlanga. Berlanga will learn a lot from fighting a guy like Gabe. You know what I'm saying? And he will have to put it all on the line fucking with Gabe because that's what Gabe do. Gabe gonna put it all on the line.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 100%. I like that. Uh, what matchups do you like to see him as far as that stable is concerned. They got Diego Pacheco. They do a lot of business with Golden Boy Munguia is around the corner. What
All of
fight
those
do you
fights are
want to
good
see?
fights. Those are
But
good
what's a
fights.
good fight?
Him and now listen, if you want to stir some shit up, him and Munguia.
Mexican and Puerto Rican rivalry.
Yes, sir. And but not just about the rivalry, it's just the two energies. You're getting two healthy, strong, young guys putting it all on the line.
They're more of the age too.
I like to see what Jesse Hart at this point.
For
You
sure.
still working with him?
For sure.
Word.
I like to see him and Berlanga go. They were supposed to go. They was going back and forth some time back or something.
Yeah, that'd be a great one.
I think tonight's fight is going to be a big fight for Berlanga. I think there's a lot of pressure on him too. I'm interested in seeing how he's transitioned. He got more rounds in the last 5 fights than he did in his whole career. You know what I'm saying? So he's able to, some people might say he was given the opportunity to really grow a lot in these last couple of fights where he hasn't been able to knock people out. And I'm interested in seeing how he's transitioning with what he's learned. I know that Eddie Hearn has a lot of pressure on him right now. That if he wins this fight, Eddie Hearn's talking about he wants to put him in a conversation with Canelo, Munguia. You know, it's all or nothing for Berlanga. It looks like from the outside looking in, from the way he's looking at this fight. I think McCrory has a real I think on the mental health issue, not mental health, but on the strong willpower. I'm interested in seeing Berlanga be strong mentally in this fight and be patient.
I'll give you guys one thing though. After interviewing McCrory, actually Edgar has more experience than he does.
Right.
In the pros and in the amateurs.
Oh yeah, Berlanga got that background, but the question is, does he believe it? And I mean, well, he got to show all that tonight, man. You know what I mean? At the pool.
So I like to ask Greg this question. So when I interviewed McCrory, he said that the Berlanga name was it got brought up to him a year ago, and then he ended up fighting Jason Quigley. They both know each other because they're both from Ireland, right? Quigley takes a brutal loss with Boo Boo Andres, breaks his jaw. Edgar gets the fight. Edgar knocks Quigley down a couple, probably 5 times. And why do you think that they chose Quigley and then they went back to McCrory? You know what I mean? Like, why didn't they just go straight with an undefeated dude that's actually campaigning at the weight class versus a guy that's coming up to the weight class that's already been beat by Boo Boo?
With Quigley, I feel like with Quigley, you're gonna get some experience, and then you move. And then with Quigley, well, you gotta remember Quigley was after Berlanga moved over. So Quigley, so Berlanga needed somebody, you know what I mean? Yeah, not too dangerous, but somebody who, you know what I mean, could give him a great test. And that's what Quigley did. He needed a night to learn, you know what I mean, going through all the contract shit and all of that, switching over, you know what I mean? So he needed a night to learn, and that's what he got. It was a good fight. But now we're gonna give you our undefeated kid where y'all both putting it on the line, you know what I'm saying? And it's a little more intriguing.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Fellas, questions about this topic?
For Greg or just in
Yeah.
general?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I think he broke it down like real well. You know what I'm saying? That's why. It is what it is. At the end of the day, this is a big night for Berlanga to become a factor in a conversation we're having earlier, which is the 168-pound division. Questions are Eddie Hearn is still trying to see where Berlanga's at, man. Yeah, question is Eddie Hearn is still trying to see where he at. Is Berlanga going to be one of those guys in the division? And tonight is a huge fight to answer that question. You know, a lot you can just tell when you hear Eddie Hearn talk about it. When you hear how Berlanga's talking about it and how calm and he got like the eye of the tiger right now, you can tell that there's a lot riding on this fight tonight.
There's one more fight after this on the contract. What does this mean?
I mean, it means everything. This is his value. This is what he is. Berlanga got it tonight, man. Yeah, and like Berlanga said, it's not about just winning this fight tonight. It's how he wins this fight tonight. You know what I mean? He got to win ultra impressively, bro. Yeah, I mean, he really needs to win it. He got to be ultra.
What you think?
He been in the cup for a minute. He ain't been seen, heard. We're gonna find out what have you been learning, my friend.
What do you think, Greg, as far as that is concerned?
What?
You know, that being this being the after this fight is going to be one more in the contract. Why you think Eddie set up his first 3-fight deal like this?
I think
Because we
because
talking all Canelo, and we didn't even get nothing. We didn't even get a Mexican.
What I'm saying is, I think that Eddie wanted to give him a chance to prove himself. So we're gonna give you a 3-fight deal. With 3 fights, you could either show me a lot or you could, go down the drain. You know what I mean? So I think it's a situation where, all right, Berlanga go out there and look like a star tonight, then all right, we might go ahead and extend the situation. But if you go out there and look like a dud, we'll let you get your last fight, and then we don't want nothing to do with you. You know what I mean?
That's what I was thinking too. Is like Eddie's trying to figure out if he's going to take a small hit or if he's going to take a big hit.
Right.
That's how I look at it. I completely agree. Nevertheless, Greg, I appreciate you for tapping in, man. Where can people find you? You got your own YouTube channel. Shout that out for the people that can go out there and subscribe to your channel as well.
First of all, appreciate you, bro. GHB TV on YouTube, Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett 215 on X, and Greg Hackett on Facebook. Thank you.
Yeah, all day, man. I see you with the new haircut, man. Got the daddy haircut now.
And I'm repping my Ricans too.
Hey, all right, no doubt, no doubt. Yo, we chop it up after the fight.
All right, bet.
Peace. Salute. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing. If you're not a member, become a member. The link is in the comments. Trying to give you guys content every day, so I'd appreciate you guys to come out, support the channel on another level by becoming a member, or just donating to the channel. It's always appreciative, and everybody that's in the comments and showing love. You guys could be anywhere, and y'all are here with me, so I appreciate that as well. Much love to y'all. We'll be later on tonight with Coach Kenny Ellis speaking upon Frank Martin after the Berlanga fight. And then also we'll probably be broadcasting the Berlanga fight as well live. So smash the like button if you haven't smashed the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And once again, man, become a member. It's worth it. We got a whole bunch of exclusive videos, over 30 videos that the public can't see. Only the members only. Much love to y'all. God bless, and on to the next.